Imagination. Isn't the faculty of imagination what makes human distinct from other species? To see and think beyond logic and the world. Could imagination be a driving force to keep searching and looking for the known? Is it the source of humans' power? Whereas animals see things around them as they are in its original forms and functions. Isn't this what keeps animals not evolving emotionally and mentally? On the other hand, what happens when this faculty of imagination isn't used properly? When it is abused. When it is manipulated by others and weaponized to be used against fellow humans. Would be the source of human strength the same source of its distraction? When one person sees clearly what's going on in the world. The division, the separation, and the conflicts. Isn't this the production of thoughts and imagination? Once you label other human as enemy based on certain criteria, norms, customs and models which the other failed to have. So can we say that bad mental image projection is derived from feelings of hate, regrets and fear archived in memory? If not, why would the brain project such ugly and disturbing images? Isn't this a sign that the brain is in conflict and confused about what to think? Whether to stand for the past programming as it has been conditioned to be or to follow up new optimistic ideas and hopes which promise to become in the future. What it takes to make the brain trust and believe in the unknown and the unseen. First, we need to understand important fact about the brain. When we are told not to do something, the brain needs first to see and experience the thing in order to recognize it, identify with it in order to register it in memory. So how to bring a clear picture to the brain? How to talk the language the brain understands? What language does the unconscious mind speaks? There has been many theories, researches, attempts by all means. Traditional ones through spiritual beliefs or modern ones by use of technology on how to reach the unconscious mind and how to control it. Yet, one can easily notice that the unconscious mind is constantly talking to us. Everyone is experiencing mind chattering, image projection, emotional reactions and muscle contraction from inner talks and argues. So why is it difficult to talk back to the unconscious mind, to reason with it, to reach understanding and arguments? Is it a one-way channel? Is the communication of the input different from the output? Cannot reverse this communication process? For example, many people experience this situation when they spend hours talking to themselves inwardly to do or to do not something by using all means of argument, promises, convictions, swearing and assuring themselves, and yet by the moment they finish or even before they finish this process they simply find themselves repeating and doing what have been trying not to do. It's very strange and frustrating to feel helpless towards such simple tasks. For example, one can convince himself consciously to never smoke again, and yet without knowing he reaches for the packet of cigarettes and lights one unconsciously as if he has been talking to the wall. So is there really a wall, barrier, fence, obstacles, blockages that the unconscious mind building around it to be out of reach and protected, or does it communication differently? We need to talk to the brain in the positive and in clear statement. That is to say, to simply tell the brain do this. If we talk to the brain in the negative, like do not do this, the brain will first have to do it in order to recognize what it is and to register it so that the brain won't do it. For example, when we tell a person not to do something, he will be always curious about it and will form all sorts of images and thoughts around it until one day he can't resist the urge to try it and experience it. So for example, if you want to practice sport and go for jogging, if you keep convincing yourself about the benefits of sport and the consequences of not practicing sport, you will end up with huge pile of resolutions and convictions, and finally you will be satisfied and sleep on it without taking any action. What do you know about the right brain hemisphere? Are you familiar with the term alpha brain frequency? Finally, does the current system of communication networks, electronic noises and waves have any effects on the brain and the quality of thoughts?